The autumn leaves are starting to fall, and there's a fresh smell in the air. The sound of leather on willow is receding, but there's a new noise just around the corner. People are gathering their coloured scarves and building their hopes. It's footy season, and could this possibly be my team's season? Well, one thing you can be sure of is that it won't take too long for the best teams to stand up, to stake their claim for a shot at the title. And I'm sure you can imagine this scene. Just a couple of games in, some solid victories under the belt, and already people are speaking about a team's championship credentials. Can they handle it? How will they respond to all the hype? Well, you've heard it before, and out it will come again. Surely the most popular of all sporting cliches. We're taking it one game at a time. It's a phrase tossed around in so many post-game interviews, and it's intended to convey a measured and humble approach from a team or player who has just notched up another victory. They don't want to get too ahead of themselves just yet. Well, can I say that the idea behind this phrase is a good one to apply in our quest to explore the book in the Bible called John. This is the first of a series of videos that will work its way through the book, one step at a time. Like a full season of footy, there's 22 chapters, and we'll have a glimpse of each one. The book of John narrates the life of Jesus, giving us an idea of the imprint that Jesus left during his time on earth. John was a close friend of Jesus and wrote his book, a biography of Jesus' life, a few years after his death, recalling the things that he had seen and heard. Jesus is the central figure in all of the Bible. If you were to read through its pages, and I recommend you read what you can, then you would discover that so much of it refers to Jesus. Which means it is important that we understand who he is and what he is about. What did he really say and do? Can I really believe the things people say about him? Well, we can't just take someone else's word for it. We need to check Jesus out for ourselves. Hopefully this series of talks will help you uncover who the real Jesus is. And whilst we'll be working through this one step at a time, like any good coach or player who approaches a season that way, we do also need a vision or direction of where we are heading. So before we get stuck into the first part of the book of John, let's fast forward a few pages to one of the final references in the book, John chapter 20 and verse 31. Provides a summary there of why John wrote his book. John says that whilst there are many things that Jesus said and did, the things that he records were specifically written so that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. These words describe not only the motivation for John writing his book, but also the reason for putting these talks on the internet. We want to discover who the real Jesus is. But as we do this, to also realise that the answer makes a real difference. So as we go through, keep coming back to these words here and throwing your own questions at it. Do you believe that Jesus is the Son of God? How does the text prove that? What does it mean to believe? What kind of life does Jesus offer? Well, I hope you're looking forward to the talks ahead. Please open up the pages in the book of John in the Bible and read as much as you can yourself as we go. There'll be one talk for each chapter in John, but there is so much in there and we only have time to spotlight a few key things each time. It's definitely worth reading the rest. If you don't have your own Bible, let us know and we'll try and get you one. And feel free to get in touch anytime to ask questions as we go.